Good afternoon, morning, evening, and thank you for being here. Welcome to day 9 of 12 days of sunshine. Who is Sunshine? Sunshine is a miniature horse that graced my life about 11 years ago, and she has taught me how to stand in my fullest self, to know the truth, and to learn to listen to her channeled poetry. So, over the past 6 or 7 years, she has channeled many poems, actually over 70 poems. And as I started to hear her clearer and clearer and started to write down these poems and then reading them back, I realized how incredibly profound they were and how much these messages really needed to get out there into the world because they were so valuable for us as adults, for kids trying to figure out life, and for anyone that's looking to support a challenge in their life and just needing some um, super simple language to resonate with us and realign our hearts and reconnect us to the earth and to nature and to bring us back into alignment. And every time I read her poems, and I've read them over and over many, many times, I'm always intrigued by how I feel after I've read them. So today we are coming to you raw from my truck. We've been out running errands today, and this is where we landed at 12 o'clock. So being honorable to the 12 o'clock live, here we are in the truck. I have my dog here, so any sounds you can hear are him chewing on a non-rawhide bone so that he has something to do while I do this. So today the message that I got for us to focus on was this: learning to advocate and be the voice for your animals, exploring how your intuition and gut response create a knowing of truth or what might need to change. So over the years, as I've learned to be more and more guided by the animals and nature and spirit guides, I have learned how to tell what feels true and what doesn't feel true, and learning to trust it in order to make choices or decisions in my life. And it has honestly never failed to support me, to guide me, and to help me on my way. And so I have spent many years perfecting this intuition and gut response so that I can know undeniably that something is true. And the way that I do that is I listen to my gut. So right in your belly where you get those butterflies or you get that anxiety, grumbly feeling, that's your gut telling you to pay attention to what's happening in front of you or what you might be thinking about or the people that you're chatting with or the place that you are. And that either something feels really, really great and dive right in and enjoy every moment, or perhaps your gut is like, this seemed to be a good idea, but maybe it's not such a good idea. And your gut is kind of going, something here is not right, or it's not resonating, or it doesn't feel good. And listening to that and knowing that that also is your truth. And it's not in judgment of anybody or anything. It's simply not right for you. And in the past year, one of the many lessons I've been learning is how to be okay with saying no, even if you've already said yes, and trusting that in your alignment for the path that you're on, what ideas you have this balance between giving it a shot, giving it a try, and then also saying, I gave it a shot and a try, but it just doesn't feel right and it needs to change. And we can do this for our animals too. And I do believe that we can all communicate with our animals and all beings. It's our birthright to have that level of consciousness and communication. And very often I share with people that communication can come in any form. It can come as a feeling, it can come as a sense, it can come as a visual, it can come as words. it could come as a past reminder of something. So as an example, sometimes when I'm working with animals and I'm delving in and asking them what's happening for them, what's going on for them, sometimes an animal that I've already worked on that may have passed away years ago even will come through. And as I've continued to kind of track and be aware of this, they come through to basically tell me that this animal has similar issues going on as they did. So they've become my guides to help me to help the animal that's in front of me. And so learning to be open to that information coming through and then acting on that information and being grateful and saying thank you for that information. And I believe we all have that. You may have health issues or decisions to make around your animals and you just don't know, and you go back and forth in your head. I call it a ping pong match. It's like playing table tennis back and forth, and you're like, could be this and it could be that, could be this, could be that, and you don't find the resolution because you're just ping ponging back and forth and back and forth. And what I found is that if I can take that and drop into my heart and my gut and then ask the question or seek the answer that I might be looking for, I find that the inspiration and the guidance comes a lot easier. And the mind may kick in back and forth, but ultimately I'm able to make a decision based on what my body is telling me, what my heart is telling me, knowing over the years that I've learned to trust that impeccably. So I hope this helps you in some way. If you have a decision to make on an animal, whether it's a vet choice, whether it's an end of life choice, whether it's even, do I get this puppy or not? Tap into your body, tap into the heart of the animal that you're in front of, and ask the question and just see what comes back to you. It may surprise you what comes back to you and how informative that can be and how the resolution for whatever you're asking can show up. And if you're not sure, call me. We can set up a session and we can figure it out together. So that's the story for today. So we're going to move into a meditation, and then we're going to pick our poem of the day and see which one comes up for us. So taking a moment to be still and really bring yourself present. Perhaps what I just shared is getting your head in motion with some ideas or thoughts, and that's fine, that's great. Allow those thoughts to drop into your heart and allow this time and space to maybe bring you the answers. Breathing and connecting to the earth and breathing in the beautiful unconditional love of Mother Earth, and exhaling out any stress, tension, anxiety, aches and pains you may be feeling, sending that into the earth for transmutation, and imagining this beautiful cycle of breathing in this high vibrational healing energy and exhaling out anything that's heavy or feels like a burden or you're ready to release. Coming up for the holiday season and 2023, what do you want to get rid of? What do you want to not carry into next year? This is a beautiful opportunity to release it and let go of it. So as we do that and we sit, I'm going to move into that sort of picking a poem. And so what I've been doing every day is holding these books up and feeding into the energy of the day, feeding into the people whose energy is here, and asking which book has the poem that will be our inspiration for today. And as I breathe, what I feel is more of a vibration in one book or one hand that's holding the book than the other. And today it's this one, it's Savor the Taste. So this is a book that Sunshine wrote during the pandemic, and she calls it Earth's Reawakening. So these poems are incredibly deep and profound and bring amazing insight into her vision of how we can now show up in humanity to really create this awakening and bring it into a beautiful place. So as I have been doing, I'm going to flick through the book and just set intention, ask for guidance. My right hand wants to do it. That's because I'm left-handed. And here we are. Oh my God. So every time we've done this, I'm amazed at the poem that shows up. So the poem that has come about today is "The World is Crazy." Let me just put my glasses back on so I can read to you. So I welcome you to drop into your heart center. I welcome you to connect to Sunshine. She's right there on the cover of that book. And her beautiful energy, and dropping into your heart energy and opening space for today's poem, "This World is Crazy." This world is crazy, of that there's no doubt. When you live in the now, you cut all that crap out. There is truth to the notion that knowing your world is important to give you perspective and unfurl the truths in your own mind. Your heart guides the way. Remember to live in your own lane and for others to do the same. The power of movement then has a strong flow of change ever after. The wave of love created this way can overcome anything that tries to stop the wave. Stand pure in your heart, let judgment aside. Your community will grow and become the tribe that supports one another in all their gifts, and love will prevail as the world we are in shifts. Wow, what a great reminder. Great reminder. So thank you so much for being here. That's my dog, Maui. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you checking in. I hope this poem at least brings a smile to your face today, maybe brings some inspiration. Remember that we're doing a book drawing on Sunday at 12 here on YouTube. For everyone that comments and tags a friend in each of the 12 days, and you will get to pick one of the 2 books that Sunshine has written that we send to you free. So you can find us on Instagram and Facebook, and obviously here on YouTube. So thank you again for being here. Much love to each and every one of you. And we will see you at 12 tomorrow, noon Eastern time. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Say bye, Maui. Thanks.